Okay. I want to make sure. Knock you out and shit on camera too.
I just want to introduce my man Dave.
You swung that shit first.
Blood all out the nose and shit.
I sat down, but I don't remember if I hit record on the camera.
You doing it from your phone? I mean, from your watch?
I did.
From your watch?
Yeah, there's like an app in there.
That's enough.
Okay.
It's
That's fucking
You
enough.
didn't even see how the frames.
No, I'm not looking.
Okay.
I'm not looking. This is too much.
Oh shit, we got a guest.
Facts. We got another guest.
And this guest is cool. Not that any other guest hasn't been cool. He brought liquor,
Facts.
beer.
Yeah, he brought it all.
And we do have I do have your candle that I promised you.
Bet.
And I don't think we had a right size shirt.
That's all right.
As we know.
I'll put it in the frame, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's right there for you. Make sure we get it to you.
Okay.
Oh, you want to just get started?
Yeah, let's get it. Motherfucking popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. I'd like to thank you for letting me be myself.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? We're back in the crib. I'm Rahmonn.
I'm Darien.
And we're joined by a guest.
Do I introduce myself?
Yeah.
Lazy fuckers.
Yeah, we'll do the work for you, cuz.
I'm David. We'll just go with that.
I'm gonna embellish about you in a second. We just gotta do the intro.
Yeah, I'll
real
let
quick.
y'all
But they
expand
see you
upon
on
it.
screen, so
Okay.
I had thought about doing like zoomed in on us and then getting up and then zooming back out. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But you are tuned into episode 40. No,
Oh, nigga, this is
39. Yeah.
Ambitious motherfucker.
Yeah, listen, we're making so much content that I had to run out in the middle of editing 38 to go
To
get
get
another
us.
fucking hard drive.
telling y'all, man, this storage is wearing on us, motherfucker.
But what we will do is we'll let you start. We always do a thing where we start off with what we're grateful for,
Okay.
and we all share. So we're gonna ask you, what are you grateful for, sir?
Progress. I'm grateful for progress. It's not all good, but you know, I think better now than where we were once before is always good.
Yeah,
That's facts, yo.
big facts.
That's facts. What you grateful for?
How you gonna step
I
on
know.
me?
I saw you, nigga. I saw you. You was about to direct it to me. Like, nah, nigga, you go ahead.
I am grateful for essentially breaking bread. We got to eat a little bit before we start. And I think it's always a positive thing to break bread with your brothers. Like, I think it's underrated, especially in a world where we can do everything from our phone and you don't really have to go out. But these are moments that are special to me and I cherish it.
I hear that. I am thankful for, once again, my wife.
You said that last week.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did.
I literally.
Oh, we had a good moment
Because
this week, so that's why
I saw your post.
hyped.
But I remember because I said you are a great example because you remind me that I already got what you're looking for.
Right.
Remember we had that whole, you don't remember.
Nah, I
we
don't
had a whole
remember.
conversation
I
about it.
talk about her
But
a lot. So
you can be
that's-
grateful for your
Does she
wife.
watch the show?
Once again, huh?
Does she watch the show?
Yeah, she watched
She
it.
reminded your ass that you didn't say it enough.
I noticed you went 3 weeks and you wasn't grateful for me.
Oh, that's funny as shit. Oh, man. But how was your week?
Well, I'm going to introduce David now since
Oh,
he
yeah.
called us lazy and shit. No, but this is my guy, David. I've known him for a long time. I talked about it last week, and we actually do have a guest in the building, so that's cool. But I always post a lot that pay attention or keep people around you that share new music with you because they're invaluable, especially to me. I think, while art, and I'm stealing this quote, but while art fills up space, music fills up time. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But this guy's always shown me great, like there's songs on my iPhone that'll play, and I remember immediately, like, you put me onto that song.
Okay. Are you old enough to have an iPod and still have one?
I actually do have an iPod. I actually do have an iPod there, but we wanted to bring him on to talk. He's got a great venture. And I was happy because I did get the times right last week when I announced it last week. So,
Yeah.
we wanted to bring you on just to talk to you because you're an interesting dude
Okay.
aside from your venture. But I think your venture is dope. And you've been helping me get through working late at night, like whether I'm working on some other stuff, like usually that's the time that I'll do like stuff where I'm not listening to music, obviously, right? So it's just great in the background, and I'd be like, "Oh, what's this?" and "Oh, what's that?" Like the first night I listened, I text you like 12 times, like, "What song is this?"
And that's good. That's a good thing.
But yeah, tell the people about your.
Well,
I'm gonna steal it.
Yeah, no, you don't have to steal it. You could steal it, but I know where it's at, and I come get it. I challenge myself. You turn on the radio now, and most of the time, you listen for maybe a hot second. Then you turn it off because it's like it's not even your flow no more. Mm-hmm. So I said I would just flip it, and I'm going to do it myself. And the reason why I'm doing it myself, you say, well, damn, people could just turn on iTunes or Spotify or, Amazon Music or whatever. Those services are built around the algorithm, and more likely, you're going to get back to the song that you originally played a lot sooner because I think by nature we skip. And now, where we are now versus where we were once before, that's going to always be the thing because I said that in what I was thankful for. It's where we just want things instantly. We want it right now.
Right.
Versus, I'll give you a perfect example. Music videos, right? You had to wait until your favorite music video came. First off, we went to each other's houses and watched videos.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yep.
And we had to wait, you know what I'm saying? And now, you don't have to wait. You can just pull out your phone while, you're in the bathroom taking a dump. Watch video, you know what I'm saying? You can watch it 5 or 6 times if you want. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't always like that. So now, with the accessibility and being able to kind of just pull that up and just listen, it was like, okay, well, I'm going to skip to the next song, skip to the next song, skip to the next song. And eventually, in a short amount of time, you'd be right back to the original song that you listened to.
I never thought about it like that.
So that's the algorithm, because there's certain things that are built into these algorithms that say, well, if you listen to this, then you like this, then you like this, then you like this. Right. So that's the reason why it's not playing a lot.
Sometimes it's not terrible. I discovered new shit like that.
Yeah. But more often than not, they just bring you right back.
But you're right, because whatever song I played, eventually I am back there.
And
fairly soon too.
Yeah, it kind of works almost the same way old radio used to work. People, they give money to to these places to say push this song forward. Right. So it's not any different because it's a streaming service. They also get money to, hey, put this, feature this, do that. So, like if you listen to something and let's just say, okay, perfect example. I'm not going to say her name, but her name rhymes with fiance. Mm-hmm. She'll drop an album and like 12 of her songs on her album is in the top 10. What the fuck do they do that at?
Yeah.
And it's like in the same week. It's like you get tired of that.
Yeah.
So, I challenged myself to do this. And, like, I love music, and everybody knows that I love music. So I put together this thing, and I'm actually broadcasting the music online, and it's available. It's actually on 24 hours, but I only produce one show, and that's the nighttime show. And that's the show that's more endearing to me because, like, I've always loved slow music. I got that appreciation from my parents. All the old albums and stuff, I was infatuated with the cover art. And that's what it used to be back in the day. You see that cover art, it was like, I don't know what's on there, but I want it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And most of the time back in the day, it has like some slow cuts on it. And I was partial to the slow cuts. So that's really what I've been doing. Okay. Eventually, I'm going to get, and it's evolving slowly into more things. Like I love funk. I love like 70s, early 80s funk. Of course, the 90s and stuff like that. And the show's a theme. So Sunday through Thursday, 8:30 to midnight, you're going to catch probably the best show that you're going to hear on radio, on the internet. And I'm not saying that because it's mine. I'm saying it because it's true.
No, it isn't.
Right. Yeah.
Well, first off, you didn't say the name of it, but I'm going to put it here as well. What's the name of the show?
Oh, where's it at?
Huh?
You said you was putting it there.
Yeah, in post-production.
Oh.
Like when it comes up on the screen, you'll see the name here.
Oh, you can see that?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. See, I'm
Matter of fact, I threw it up there in the video I'm editing now. I put it up there.
Oh, okay, because you made it. Look, I've been drinking a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right. Oh, look, I'm not mature enough for that because I've been type like some crazy shit like down there. Like this motherfucker is rambling. No, the name of the station is Knotch8 Radio. It's KNOTCH8.
Where'd you get the name from? I've been wanting to
Facts.
ask
So
you.
that's a railroad term. I drive trains. That's what I'm a locomotive engineer. So
I'm a dumbass.
that's okay because you didn't know that.
No, I knew you drove trains.
Yeah,
And
but
when I
you
was
didn't-
looking
you
at the picture,
but you wouldn't have
I'm like,
known
why did he
anything.
pick the train?
Yeah, but you would not have known anything about that because you don't work on a train. So it's like if back in the day, y'all would say stuff about ops and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to pretend like I know what the hell y'all talking about. I don't, because
That's funny. You used an actual real word we would use too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because y'all talk like the fucking crazy cell phone store talk like Carney. Like, y'all have your own Carney talk. You know?
So, because I just saw the train and I immediately attached it to New York.
No.
But,
So
okay.
Knotch8 is a railroad term, and it's the locomotive and how it's ran. So there's a throttle, and once you pull that throttle back to full power, it's a Knotch8.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's dope as shit.
That is dope as shit.
That's dope as shit.
I like that.
Yeah, that's fire.
But I got the K on there for proprietary reasons. So now, like, if you go onto the internet and you go into your favorite search engine and you type in KNOTCH 8, no spaces, urban, I'm at the top of the list. Matter of fact, I'm the only thing.
Okay.
Right.
So that you kind of have to set yourself apart when people are going to look for you because you don't want to be like, well, he meant Knotch8, and then something else come up and it might be like train porn. You know what I mean?
Won't you come down here down my tunnel?
Right. Somebody, putting their phallus in a hole on the train and shit. So I did that to kind of separate myself from everybody else, and I'm working on a skill to get everything, voice commands and stuff like that, and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So that's coming down the pipe.
I did see the platform it's on is available in the app stores and on Amazon too. That was one of the things they listed as where the
Shit, you know more than I do about it.
Well, I was doing research because, like I said, I was putting like notes and I wanted to put the link to it in the description of next week's episode, or last week's episode rather.
Yeah,
last week's episode.
So it's crazy because the night show is being produced, and like I said, Sunday through Thursday, and the station is on auto, so there's no telling what the hell is playing before 8:30 and after 12 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Because I turned the other day and I got music that's just on there, from my personal library. And like I turned it on, the Slum Village was on. I was like, I don't know why the fuck I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, so if I clicked on the link now, there's music playing.
Yeah, it's playing.
But that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like there's commercials and everything like that. And, I'm getting paid if anybody's listening. But most of the listenership during the day and when the show is not on is like international. So, I got people in India and Indonesia. And
can you play old sets? So like, let's say I was listening Tuesday and I really fucked with the arrangement you had.
So if you want to know what I had on that bad, I can give you exactly what I played, but it's got to be within 7 days because I can look up right now what I played Thursday night.
Okay.
And it's got the complete track list and all that stuff. So,
but I mean, as a listener, anybody, like if Susie
you can't go back.
Okay, so you got to experience it in real time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like how we experience radio. Like,
come on.
You got to run and get your tape to record it.
And I told you, like, I intentionally do certain things because, like, I don't want you to be able to look on there and be like, well, okay, I can listen to that whenever I want. No, I need you to come here and listen to what you want to hear when I play it.
Okay, that's fair.
But not only do I want that, I want you to take that ride so you can get that journey, the pleasure out of the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what music is. And I'm taking you from one place to the other, in a good way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So come on and ride with me and I got you, and learn something, learn a little something. I
think what you said about not being able to skip is dope, right? Because I was saying one time, or I don't know if me and you were having this conversation, but I said the dawn of the CD kind of ruined albums.
Yeah, because you could
like people now like
stuff.
Songs because you can just buy now you can just stream one song, but even when the iTunes store became big, you could just buy the one song off the album.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember where you had to listen to the album. So when the artists came together to make their art, it had to be, they made these concept albums where it was a story or a consistent theme, from the first song to the last song. And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then once, you started getting some skip technology and tape where we kind of just listen for the gap, but people started making gapless albums, so it didn't work well. Then you got CD. And then you can instantly, I don't really like the way this song is in the first 3 seconds and skip it. And then even me, sometimes I would go back and be like, I can't believe I haven't been playing this song that I've been skipping just because I didn't like the intro.
Right.
That's true, but sometimes it's the mode you in though. That skip button come in handy sometimes because there be some shit that you in the hype mode and then some sad droopy shit come on, fucking dancing in the rain and shit, and like nobody wants to hear that at that
Do you
moment.
make playlists for yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really. I don't make multiple playlists. I just got a playlist with a shit ton of the songs I like.
Okay.
Because like, you know, this mood, everything is mood based. So it's like, you know, if I'm going to work, I want to sell some drugs before I go to work. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. Before I go to work, I'll listen to the most ghetto shit ever.
I want to get away with several murders.
Yep, I'm going drive-bys, shootouts, motherfucker. I'm shooting at the ops. That's what I want to listen to before I go to work.
Me and Kevin Gates, we talking about how many bricks we got to get. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even about a playlist anymore because I think that was, you built that off of trying to get song after song after song off of different albums and then putting that together and having that there handy for when you wanted to listen to it. But now it's so handy you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, you just go to the specific one you want.
Bam, it's like
I still make playlists.
You
go ahead, Sam. I'm old.
Yeah, you got old ass soul.
That's
bro.
why I wouldn't fully commit to Spotify because you know how long I've been fucking with Apple, and I have all these playlists, and I did not feel like rebuilding them in another platform.
I hate Apple.
So Apple will just continue to.
I hate Apple.
My guy.
I do. I hate. I'm going to readjust this because I feel like it was farther.
You can pick it
I
up
still,
and move
no,
it
it's
closer,
good.
so you don't have to.
No, it's good because I'm pretty sure I'm loud enough for where I am. Apple, I think they damaged technology. And I say that because, well, I mean, DJs probably would say no.
You do want to be a little bit closer. So
Okay.
Looking at your wave.
Okay. Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be too close. It sound like I'm snoring. You know?
That's all right. This one, we have a separate ASMR channel.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes this dude will enjoy a snack. Like this week's episode, I hear.
Do y'all really have? Don't fuck with me. Do y'all really have a real ASMR channel?
No,
fuck no.
Our man Zach.
He keep trying to plug that shit. He's like, nah.
Okay. Damn, I forgot the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, my ass ain't gonna remember.
Don't ask us.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying that you said you hate Apple, and you said,
and I would say DJs will probably disagree because most of the time when they're using Serato, they're using Apple with it. But that iPhone, the first one, that was the best. It was the best device ever of all time. What they forgot to do was protect that motherfucker, protect the proprietary value of it. And Samsung was like, "Oh shit, here we go. I got one."
Yeah.
And I mean, then this the Galaxy come out, and it was an exact replica of the iPhone, except it was Samsung, and it was more open because Apple is who Apple is.
Right.
They don't allow you to do shit, and that's really what my problem is. And then after the iPhone 1, they shrunk it, and then like the iPhone before they come out with the big one was like that big.
Yeah, the one that was mad narrow.
And then
do you know why that is? I can tell you why that is.
No, I'm getting ready to tell you what happened.
Okay.
They new coked every fucking body.
Who?
New Coke.
Okay.
You remember when Coke had New Coke?
Yeah.
They made the New Coke so bad that they made people want the old Coke really, really bad. So when they dropped the New Coke and dropped the Coke Classic, they just had motherfuckers out here like zombies. It's like, I gotta have that Coke, man. Gotta have that Coke. I don't know what the fuck you bought. It's that New Coke. Yeah. So they New Coked everybody because when they came out, I was like, yeah, this new phone is bigger and better. And it was the same size as the first one.
That's right. It was the bezel was smaller, but the phone
same size.
But Steve Jobs believed that the phone shouldn't be bigger than you could easily extend your thumb across it while you're holding
Well, Steve Jobs didn't believe in wearing a fucking belt either.
Or bathing. But that's why the phone would never be, it wouldn't be big. As everybody else was making bigger phones.
Yeah.
It stayed small until
Rest in peace, too, because I ain't trying to get attacked by no Steve Jobs fans when I leave here. They love
Start getting hit with the book and shit.
Yeah.
I don't think they watching, motherfucker.
I think he was talking about me. I was like, I'm gonna hit you with the book. It's right there.
Oh, you holding on to my man's book?
It was actually a good read.
I heard that.
Anybody that can accomplish something big, I'm interested in their life, whether it be good or bad. I'm interested in, even down to somebody as silly as, I'm gonna name two people. Oh shit, what was the dude who thought he could sing? Oh fuck, what is his name?
You talking about the Korean dude?
No, this is a wild. This is like
Light skinned black boy.
light skinned black boy.
Ice JJ Fish.
Ice JJ Fish.
That
gosh.
motherfucker, bro. Fuck him. Fuck whatever he does. He is horrible. He can't sing for shit, but he has all this fucking following. That shit's crazy.
But see, that fascinates me because when I first started watching, I was like, maybe this dude is special. I was giving him some grace. I said maybe he's special, and he doesn't realize that he can't sing.
Yeah, he's a special kind of special.
Like 50 Tyson.
And I kept saying, and I kept waiting for the joke to be like, when is he going to realize that he can't? And then I said, this is an elaborate joke that somebody is doing. But it was not going away.
No.
And the fellowship, the video,
Nick.
even the girl that was in that video, I follow on Instagram just because of that video. Like, so he made other people famous. He even has this like D'Angelo type video.
No.
Yeah.
Dumb people.
You, of course.
I was fascinated with this guy because I was trying to figure out if you could figure out how he was able to take that but do it with something better and then keep it, that's fucking a phenomenal power.
I'm going to tell you why that doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay? People can't look away from car accidents.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like if it was like really talented, then like people would pay attention. Like they wanted to see this car wreck, you know. And people
Wanted to
are really, they are loving to see people make fools of themselves. So you take that old man that was singing in the subway, the guy that sang, what was he singing? I Was Born by the River.
Yeah.
Yeah. The man can really sing. I mean, they featured him on a few videos, but that's it. So he was really talented, or is really talented. I hope he's still with us. But you take somebody like Welvin the Great, and the only thing that he said is, you know, these nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking 30 years later, after these nuts was even popular.
But if you get Spiral, who's another one? The Cash Me Outside girl. Bad Baby, Bad Bunny.
You follow a bunch of weird ass motherfuckers,
because
bro.
this shit.
What's going on with you?
I don't
you
follow
okay?
her
You okay?
anymore.
You right? He said anymore.
It's been years. But
You probably one of the first niggas to check out her OnlyFans.
no, because I thought that was disgusting. Because
I found out through him.
I read shit. So
There's no reading on OnlyFans. Absolutely not.
So if you go back through her trajectory, she got famous from the clip from Dr. Phil. Then she started rapping. Well, she started having somebody write music for her, and a couple of those songs weren't terrible. They had great beats, and the girl who wrote them, it's a black lady who wrote her some great, for what it is, bars, and then she catapulted off of that, and then she waited till her 18th birthday, and she got an OnlyFans account, and she made over $1 million. I think in the first 2 or 3 days it was open. Now, I said it here. I said there's a lot of creepy motherfuckers that were waiting for this young girl to turn 18 to see whatever she has on there. But still, the trajectory and how she was able to turn that into something. I think now she's giving away $1 million scholarship. I just happened to see it on Facebook the other day.
To who?
Whoever applies and fucking gets it. You have to do something or submit a video. I don't know. I didn't watch very long because.
You don't think she got big off of being a culture vulture?
To a degree.
Absolutely. No.
That's
the fucking 10th degree.
Yeah, like all the shit she started doing came from. Sorry to say it, but our ratchet side. Like everything she does was the ratchet side of.
But we're not the ones.
But the stereotype of what it was, because that's not. Yeah,
I blame that
because
on South
none of
Florida,
us.
man.
but she wasn't doing trailer park shit. She was
Because
trying
none
to
of
act
us
like
could go on a show with our mother and disrespect her like that on there and be living to tell the story.
But I think all of that was staged.
That's
too.
true.
I really think it was staged. All of it. Like
I mean, a lot of that shit.
like Lil Tay.
Yeah.
You remember Lil Tay?
Yeah.
Yeah, staged. Same thing. Like I said, I blame this on South Florida because they allow this shit. Same thing with the Island Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my fucking gosh, bro!
Yeah, they allow this shit, and it's like then. First off, let me tell you this: we're the most accepting culture of all cultures. You know, all it takes is for one person to not be like us, sound like us, do what we do, and be like, "Oh, look at him, he can do it." Now, you let one of us go in the country, and they're like, "Oh no, no." I mean, I'm not a Lil Nas X fan, but that song that he had, they fought tooth and nail to make that not country when it was a country song.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was so hot that they was like, no, we can't do that. Right. That's not it. So we accept, but then it's like we don't get accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember Living Color, the group?
Yeah.
Remember how bad they were?
Yeah.
You remember how many people shut them the fuck out because they was just that bad on the guitar?
Yes.
Oh, them fuckers was bad. But, you know, you let what's it, Average White Band or any of them other ones, you know, come along, it's like we accept them. But I mean, I don't think that we're not built that way. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to music again, it's subjective, but I think it's all about the ear. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're using your eyes to listen to music, then you're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell the people about that all the time. Like, I use Sylvester as an example.
Okay.
You're going to have to kind of pull your phone out on this one. You like Sylvester? Sylvester the cat?
my nigga knew I was confused.
Yeah.
Like, oh, who's Sylvester?
Sylvester who?
Oh shit, that's funny as fuck.
Sylvester was I don't even you can't call him R&B, but his music was considered high energy. He had created his own genre of music,
Right.
and Sylvester was really the first one that was comfortable in his own skin, you know, in entertainment. And if you look at the old album covers, you would think that he was a woman, but Sylvester was a man. And his music was dope. I mean, you know, like, he had good music.
Yeah.
And session musicians that played with him said he paid the best, and he actually appreciated music the best. But if you look at those album covers and look at him and say, well, I don't like his music, you're trying to see music. You're not trying to listen and appreciate music.
Yeah.
So, again, like, we don't listen to music with our eyes. We listen to music with our ears and our hearts, and definitely with our feet, you know, because it'll get us to toe tapping. And, you know, like, I got their ass now.
Yeah. That's a fact, though.
Yeah.
That definitely is a fact.
Because, like, you know, like, when they get up in front of the crowd in front of us, like, they already know. They ain't got long to fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, they gonna hear that shit if they fuck up.
But then, you know, once they get on, they start to groove, and they see the head nod and the toes tapping. They already know what time it is.
Yeah.
But, like, again, if the roles were reversed, we don't have that respect coming in the door. You know.
That's true.
Did you ever DJ?
I did not.
I'm surprised by that.
Oh, I've been encouraged to, but no. I mean, what I'm doing now, I guess you could consider it DJing.
Right, but I was just thinking, like, a lot of people who love music, we start by DJing in, like, middle school or high school or something.
No. But, you know, back then, you know, you had to have this was nothing. Like, you can take your whole mix with you on a laptop, damn, a thumb drive, really.
Oh, I remember.
And go from place to place. But now you got back then, you had to put those crates together.
Yeah,
you had to have
10 crates of
records. Oh, yeah, you got to
records.
have at least a crew to move your shit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, and it was expensive. I mean, it's expensive now, but it was even more expensive back then.
No, because when I first started, I had one old turntable from this part of the house, one old turntable from that part of the house.
Right.
And I saved up to buy a $75 Newmark mixer.
Okay.
And I had,
He said Newmark.
Yeah. I remember me and Art would go, we had met up with this guy who worked at White Castle, the one in Orange.
Okay.
He was the team leader, manager, or whatever. He's probably still there.
Hey, man, that's the one we went to when we got fucked up.
Yep.
Skylar Road.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he produced these modeling shows, like, with younger girls who had talent, like talent shows. And again, we didn't have a lot of money because we did this for free because, you know, you're trying to get exposure and get on. And so we had, like, you ever see them old silver receivers that be in people's houses?
Yeah.
That's what we had. That was our amp and house speakers.
Oh shit.
Now I was able to make them house speakers thump. So they got this gig for us in like a group home.
Oh my gosh.
And we're at this place with our half-assed equipment, right? Talent, but half-assed equipment. And the fuse blow. Like, these old things you screwed it out and took the fuse out.
Oh shit.
And the fuse blew. And it was quiet all of a sudden. And the crowd was getting restless.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The group home wasn't in Vailsburg, was it?
Oh, it's so long ago, I don't even remember.
Oh. And I'm going to ask you what I'm going to guess the speakers. They weren't Techniques, were they?
No, you know them brown joints?
I know brown joints because
that crisscross shit.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about that.
They were the old speakers that were the stereo in the house when I grew up. That's all we wanted to do it. That's all. The cost of entry, it's kind of like you said, technology is great because it gives everybody this ability to do things that they couldn't do before.
Right.
But it's bad because it gives everybody the ability to do things that they couldn't before. So, like, if you were serious about DJing, you didn't just casually stumble into it.
No.
You had to
you had to make the investment.
You had to make an investment, and you had to, like, be committed to it because of the investment you made. Where like now you can
just step your toe in some shit and
Yeah,
We were bored at work
jump
and
back out,
and I
like,
was like,
yeah.
oh, let's see who can make the better beat and I'll judge. And they were able to pull up a website and make not a very good beat, but a beat.
But yeah, like you said, you worked and saved up, but a lot of times it was the parents that actually paid the money for the equipment. And it's like, yo, if you don't do something with it, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna make me go ahead and spend this good money.
I would skip my lunch in high school to just save up, and I would remember all those stores downtown?
Yeah.
And you could go and lay away shit.
Yeah.
Because most of them had a strobe light in the front.
Yep. I had my little blue ticket,
Right.
beat up blue ticket in my wallet until I would pay shit off. And I remember the first time we got an official pair of Techniques. It was like one of the best days of my life at the time.
The Techniques was the shit.
Yeah,
it was.
What, they're Technique 1200s, and I think they were like $1,200 for the pair.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
That,
damn.
that was the price, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That wasn't a model number.
Hey, dude, what the fuck they was doing?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we got Gemini. Gemini had made like a knockoff version of the Techniques
I
1200.
remember Gemini and Orion.
Yeah, we had the Gemini version, so it was like half the price, and they kind of performed similarly.
Had a little distortion in it though,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
They weren't. I mean, they weren't.
Yeah, obviously, you get what you pay for.
But it was better than, we had no belt, no pitch control, so you're mixing, and me and Art would like place our finger on the notch in the record to try and control the speed through the blend.
Oh,
And it wasn't like now where you just switch the record to something else. You know, you blended it, and there was a mix of the two records before you didn't play a record separate. So originally we were physically like holding the record down to slow it up to keep it on beat.
Yeah.
And I think you don't appreciate that if you've never come from that. Like, it gives you a different level of appreciation because you were able to accomplish something with so little. So then when you get tools like we have now, you're like a fucking
It's easier. I was
superstar.
about to say it's easier to perfect the specific craft you're trying to do.
But I mean, you were trying to monitor two different things at one time. You was trying to monitor what was playing right then, and you're trying to monitor what you were blending right here. Now, you just go straight on. You don't even have to listen to what's going on over here because you already know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're hearing what you're doing, a second or two later.
Yeah, because
but
the software will sync it for you.
Right. So now, again, where we once were to where we are now, like, I think you have an appreciation, but like y'all said, like, anybody could do it. Now, there's no craftsmanship in actually doing it. But, you're talking about two turntables and actually putting some things together. And, kids don't know about beats permitted and all that shit and trying to make sure those things are on. And,
Right.
I think that, like, the whole blending and the DJ thing is probably going to be something that goes to the wayside, within the next 20 years. I don't even think.
Well, the
DJ
records are too short. It ain't no room to blend anymore.
OMG. Let me tell you that I have a situation with that also. So the older songs, I say from the 70s to about the late 80s, maybe early 90s, songs were about 4.5 minutes. Go on Apple or whatever music streaming service you choose, pull up new music, 3 minutes. And
It's
that's
a
if
long.
you're lucky.
3 minutes is a long song.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
a long
lucky.
song,
That's
yeah.
if you're lucky. So, you don't really get a lot. And they don't really have a lot to draw off of because now you're talking about trying to be creative and making something that nobody has ever heard before versus back then, that's exactly what they did, because they didn't have anything to sample off of. So now a lot of the music is just kind of reheated. Like they have certain elements that we've heard before on different music. They just pull and choose from different sources. But it's something that we've already heard before.
What do you think about this? It's related. So I'm cutting you off,
No,
but
you
it's
good.
related. And chime in too. So the hip hop we grew on, like in that 80s, 90s, a lot of it was sampled from 60s and 70s records, right? And then now a lot of the music is sampling the 90s records. Like will we ever get a golden era like the 70s ever again?
No.
No, I don't think so either.
No. And I'll say that, even then, and you're talking like, let's go back. Let's go back to 87. We're talking about Paid in Full. We're talking about Kane, Big Daddy Kane. We're talking about, the birth of Gangstar. We're talking about these Coogee Rap, DJ Polo, folks like that. They are bringing those older songs, but there's an art to sampling. You don't just pull up a sample and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna just leave this and just, put some.
Right.
No, they were done in a way that it was artsy, artfully done, or however you want to put it. It was done. But now it's like they're just taking things that are endearing to us. Like they'll take something that they know we like they'll take some Biggie and they'll put that in there, and they'll like, okay, that ought to draw them in. And that's lazy.
Yeah.
There's no more art to it.
Yeah.
I take people like, rest in peace, Jay Dilla, Premier, Alchemist, guys like that. Their samples were music by itself. You know what I'm saying? It's like they took things and slowed it down and I even like Metro. I'm not a fan of his. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen some of his work and see what he did. We won't ever get what we had back then. We won't ever get it again. Hip hop especially. Like I said, from 87 to about 2010. I think that was kind of like the end of our...
That's when that shit ended. Around 2010, a lot of that shit became horrible.
Yeah, it's bad. So, I mean, when we get certain things like J. Cole, we were supposed to get a J. Cole and Kendrick project, and that fell through. But I think that would have probably blown a hole completely into all some of the junk that they putting out now.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the problem with the music now is all they care about is a dope beat. Nobody care about the story or the lyrics, or they just care about as long as it has that bass, as long as it's a dope ass beat. Blueface. You ever heard any of Blueface's music?
Is that the dude that raps off beat?
Yes.
Because I can't understand how anybody would listen to somebody
who intentionally raps off beat.
Oh, we've had him. We've had a Blueface already. Blueface and Silk the Shocker.
Oh shit!
You got a good point.
Shit.
Yeah. So what are we talking about? He's not original.
I forgot about Silk the Shocker, and he did rap the fuck off beat.
Did he rap? I think he just like read a laundry list or a shopping list. He's like, yeah, it didn't have to rhyme. Yeah.
Fuck. I was gonna say something that threw me off. Silk the Shocker. Yeah. So you don't think you have any storytellers in this era? Like your son doesn't have a storyteller right now that he could go to.
Nah,
artist.
Like nah. Besides who we just said, Kendrick and Cole, there's not really nobody who really tells stories or who has like true lyrics.
Oh, they won't get a push. They won't get a proper push. I'm a Logic fan. I like Logic.
Oh, Logic's nice. Logic's nice.
But they won't get a push because there's so many. The machine.
Joyner Lucas nice too.
The machine.
Yeah, I like Joyner.
The machine pushes the people out in front to make the pimping look bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's exact. Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? City Girls.
Yeah, this shit's getting wild. That's Listen, all I got to say.
To step on the toes of the people that like her or them, and fans of this show that are fans of them.
I don't. Yeah.
But it's funny.
I don't care.
It's like I don't care either, bro.
One of the guys at work, he's 18, and he told me, he's like, you got to check out Bikini Bottom. I forget the artist's name now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bikini Bottom.
The video. He said, you got to check out the video, but do yourself a favor and just watch it on mute.
Why? I mean,
fuck. I was going to show you on my phone, but I can't. Yeah. Remind me to show you the video later. I'll show you why you should watch the video.
Your curiosity be killing you, man.
No. I'm going to show you why you should watch the video. And you're going to agree with me that you would have watched the video as well. I don't know what the fuck she was saying.
Yeah.
It definitely sounded like they had a sample from SpongeBob SquarePants, which I thought the way they flipped it was actually kind of cool. But you like Griselda?
Take it or leave it.
Really? I totally fucks with Griselda. What about like Freddie Gibbs or
Freddie Gibbs? I kind of like.
Okay,
I kind of like. I'm not against it, but yeah.
I don't know. It just the first time I started hearing him, I'm like this. Like the slowed down tracks, the old, like a lot of the Alchemist production, Harry Fraud production.
Well, I started fucking with him because he was on Power.
Who?
Wasn't Freddie Gibbs on Power? He was like one of the cousins or something.
After Ghost died, I stopped watching.
Oh, okay. Well, one of the other Powers. I mean, it
I never watched the other one.
It wasn't the Power, but
no, because they came up with all these spinoffs.
I know they got all these extra ones pulling off of that one.
You know the cat that's in the third one, the Raising Kanan, is from Newark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard that one was actually good.
Oh, it is good. It is good. Because I'm telling you, if you look at that, especially our neighborhood, they ripped that story just right out of they ripped it out. We from the Week Wake section. They ripped it right out of Week Wake.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you watch it, you be like, okay, I know everybody in that show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised you don't fuck with Griselda more. It was one
Listen,
more.
I have really like a reserved taste when it comes to music, and that's because I'm so locked into what we had, and I'm so against what's available now. And it's not because like I'm my dad, you know what I'm saying? Because when we were growing up, it's like turn that bebop down, you know what I'm saying? Bebop. But
I think it's funny how they said it was never going to go anywhere. It was a fad.
What, hip hop?
And look at it as the biggest fucking genre in the world right now.
Yep.
It's always going to be that way. I mean, I was listening to some Indian hip hop, and I mean, bruh, the way the beat came in, it was like I felt like I was on the acceleration lane in the freeway.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was like one of the best intros of a song. You know, like versus you remember like let's just say like 2000s when Murder Inc. when they were popular for whatever reason, who knows?
Right. Don't do that.
I'm getting ready to kill their ass.
Don't do that.
I'm getting ready to kill them. They already dead. I'm gonna bring them back to life.
Nah, don't do that. Like we all forgot what Ja Rule was like before him and 50 got
before 50 got on his ass.
Who else was on Murder Inc?
I'm not talking about him per se. I'm talking about their whole the way they did things.
Okay.
Their music would come on, like their videos, and they'd be like, murdering.
That was fucking fire. That was their they not originated, but they were the early fucking beat tags.
You know, it's like it was always something to kind of distract you from there was some music that was getting ready to come on. So I felt like there was really no artistry there. There was just always like something other than that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. Wow, I'm surprised about the Griselda thing.
You still stuck on that?
I
know.
My nigga.
Look, when you send your next fan mail letter to her, tell her that I kind of like her.
Griselda's a male group.
Oh, okay.
Conway, Benny, and West Side Gun.
Okay, no.
I'm gonna make you on Spotify a Griselda playlist. I'm just gonna pick 10 songs because my playlist with Griselda cuts is a little deeper. 10 songs, just give it a listen.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
Because I listen to music, but
yeah.
But you're talking about. I hate to do this to you again.
What?
When we were growing up, our musical selection and our appreciation is much wider than I guess you could say a lot of people now because they're more closed-minded.
Mm-hmm.
But when we grew up, the first black video that was on MTV was Beat It.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But we watched MTV because we liked to watch the music video. So it's like we watched a lot of rock. You know, we grew up with a lot of rock, pop, and stuff like that. So even now, you know, you'll catch me listening to some pop or some rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you listening to what your parents listened to because you didn't have any, you know, power over the radio station. Jackson Brown, Fleetwood Mac, Meatloaf. I mean, like,
Eagles.
You know, the Eagles, all that stuff. I don't really fuck with the Eagles because I feel like I just did like some heroin every time I listen to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm high now.
You know who I grew an appreciation for?
What's that?
I had to take this history of recorded music class.
Okay.
And I knew the Beatles, I knew of them, but I never paid attention because I think I had only been exposed to like their more poppy stuff.
Right.
But the shit that they started making when they were doing mushrooms and weed all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like Sgt. Pepper is dope shit. Pink Floyd. Like I've gotten some other shit that I just was never exposed to.
Yeah.
you said heroin and music and crazy.
Yeah. So that little psychedelic time, I think that was real popular. You know, like it was like a little short window, but they had like lemon pipers, you know, stuff like that.
That one you got me. I'm like, lemon piper. I'm gonna defer to you.
Green Tambourine. Okay.
So who?
So
that's the name of the song. Yeah.
It said Shake the Tambourine.
No, nothing about shaking the tambourine, bro. There's 3 dudes in here. Ain't nobody shaking shit in here.
I don't say what the fuck going on.
No. Yeah, you need a timeout.
Yeah, it's not me for once. I'm always getting put on timeout.
Yeah, but that little psychedelic part, it was like I said, it was a short window. And like I like it, you know what I'm saying? But it was really made to trip folks out. You know, like so a lot of the elements of the song, like Fly Like an Eagle, you know, like the end part of that. Yeah, that was supposed to trip you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And it does to a certain extent. Like even if you're not high, you were like, I wasn't about to try to eat.
No, I was
but
I was picturing it in my head, and I was like,
"It's gay. Try it and let it fade out."
Right. Like,
Yeah, I just dub it over and be like, damn, he can fucking sing.
right. Like Rahmonn just did some stamps before he came in here. He licked a few stamps and shit. He's been holding it together the whole time.
Yeah.
Offered me some and I said no. Just in case the fans are watching, I said no.
So you don't want to party?
Hell no.
It's
like,
you don't want to have fun, man?
like Yoda from Dave Chappelle. Get down, do you?
Get down, do you? Good blow this is.
Good blow this is.
Get down, do you?
Yes.
Oh shit!
So I said no, folks. I said no.
I
I'm
said
looking into
no.
the camera. Please look at my eyes. I said no.
I forgot about that episode. Oh, shit.
Where's Nancy Reagan? I just said no.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
That fucked me up.
Anything else you want to let the listeners know before we go? And you're welcome to stay with us for our next episode.
Oh, it's over already?
Yeah,
Damn.
almost.
You don't give me no time. Shit.
First he said we lazy. Now we don't give him no
I
time.
just invited
God-
him to the next episode.
God
That's not
damn.
time.
Said nah.
No, because then y'all might be talking about something that I can't even relate to in the next episode.
we got you in the next
Then
episode.
I got to go off the cuff, and you never want me to go off the cuff.
Yes, we do.
No,
Hey.
the fuck you don't.
Yes, we do.
We
He needs
are-
TikTok content.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, shit.
We go off the cuff.
Well,
You heard where old babies come from? It's like, nah.
I've learned some things.
too.
I got
Learned some things in my time on this planet. Let me tell you, they don't all come from the same place.
Comes from not shaving.
Oh shit.
Like old folks just said, that shit'll give you worms. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat that.
Oh shit. So let the listeners know one more time where they could it's really, before you do that, sorry.
Okay.
I'm endorsing. It's really a fucking experience because every time I'm listening, like music always takes me to a time and a place and a feeling, and it's like a time, like literally a time machine. Like you can go back in time, and luckily I'm healthy enough mentally to just enjoy the music for what it is and the good parts of the time, not the bad parts.
Mm.
You know how sometimes you listen to a song that was associated with a bad memory, you don't want to listen to it for a while.
Yeah, you the type
know
of
what?
nigga.
Before you go, and I don't want to extend it no further than what you need to, but
We do this every time we say we're about to be
okay.
done.
You need to explore the bad. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you really do. And it's not to take you back to a bad place, but sometimes revisiting that place can help you get over whatever it is that you were going through at that time. And that is one of the beautiful things about music. It'll transport you back to a time, but it don't always evoke the same emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look back on a bad situation and then you can reflect how you got over that.
Yeah, and the progress you made. And
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
usually what you do to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pause.
So
I know it wasn't a pause,
I
but it
don't
sounded
even-
you do to me just sounded
You
weird.
just needed to say
No,
pause.
no,
You
no,
made
no.
it awkward, my nigga.
listen, no,
It was awkward in my head.
I didn't accept it as awkward, but I would give one example. Somebody said I played a song for them that they hadn't heard in a while. And it's like, it was a song by Natalie Cole called I'm Catching Hell. And if you know that song, there's a long talking part in the front.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's got like a little emotional part in the beginning while she's talking or whatever. And, excuse me, there's a part where the lady started moaning, and that's when the shit started hitting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in your feelings, when that lady started moaning, then it's like, oh, shit, now I'm really feeling a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So she was like, you know, I was sad at the beginning, but then I thought about, you know, the things that I got through, and it was like, you know, I started listening to the song, and I remember when I was going through that and what it took for me to get through it, and I can appreciate the song a little bit more now. So she was like, I felt empowered when I heard it because
shit.
I remember how I felt when I first heard it, when I was going through what I was going through. And like now I am where I'm at. And, you know, I feel good. So she was like, it just makes me feel stronger listening to that, knowing that I can get through something that I think I can get through in the beginning. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of fucking
Would you like
sense.
to enter that as your final thought?
no, I mean, I was going to say something a little bit more.
Well, what's your final thought, sir?
He said you ain't gonna make me have that final thought,
Like
nigga.
your final thought.
Like,
I
yo,
wanna steal
wrap that
it.
shit up, B. Wrap it up, B. Wrap that shit up. No, I mean I don't really have a final thought, man. I mean, if you love music, if you have an appreciation for music, you come visit the station. Like I said, right now the production is only Sunday through Thursday, 8:30 to midnight, Eastern Standard Time. It's a good show. It's not all old music. I mean, it's classics, but like I said, it's a trip. I'm gonna have you here, there. I'm gonna have you all over the place. Tuesday night is the OGs. It's the classic night, and Wednesday night is a '90s kind of love. So, and then like folks are saying, "Well, damn, where the hell are you getting all this music from?" And it's just, if you love music and you've always been surrounded by music, then you have no choice but to have like this long musical selection and this catalog. And I'm projecting that for everybody to enjoy, and I hope that everybody does.
Nice, thank you.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Facts.
What's your final thought, sir?
My final thought, as always, make sure you do anything you can to make the world a better place. Make sure you expand your horizons with your music, because a lot of people, y'all listen to the same shit consistently. I'm getting tired of getting in the car and listening to that shit. But anyway, what's your final thought, Rahmonn?
I just think music is a journey. I think take time. What I don't see a lot of younger people do is take time to go back, right? Like if we had to go back, when I started listening to hip hop, the first uncensored hip hop I got to listen to was Naughty by Nature. And when I had to go back, I had to physically go to a store and look for the albums that came out back then and hope they still had them or somebody had it, or I could get somebody to copy me a tape. Now it's no thing to just go back and see where it came from.
You had to get a nigga to copy you a tape.
High speed dub.
Nigga said a tape. You know the last time I seen a tape, nigga?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
There's one right there I can show you.
Yeah, don't do that.
There's something special
I don't
about
have tapes.
Playlists are cool, but there was something special about sitting there and putting together a tape that you recorded live. Like you made your selections, and you could record over the tape again, but after so many times, you would hear the other tries in the background.
Yeah.
So you really wanted to try and get, that was my thing. That was my entryway to most women back in the day, was a mixtape, and then it
I made
transfers
you
to
a tape,
CD.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
I made it with love.
Until one person saw the CD that I burnt them, they saw the generic playlist in my iTunes library.
Oh no, you were
Shit,
fancy.
you use your resume at multiple different jobs. Why can't you use the same playlist?
You were fancy when you could actually burn the list on the top of the shit.
That was the last one I made was like that. You
Yeah.
burn it right onto the disc. But anyway, that's my final thought. Go back and check the oldies out. David said a lot. So make sure, like always, there's always something you miss. Make sure that you either watch and listen, or then listen and watch, because I guarantee you will miss something that you heard the first time.
And make sure you follow us on everything at Warm the Crib across Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On TikTok, we are Warm the Crib Podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow, do all of that. We appreciate all the love.
Y'all on everything. Y'all on MySpace?
Nah.
We should get a MySpace. Can you still get a new MySpace?
No, man, I done had this be my fourth MySpace. I'm not getting another one. Okay? I done had
me on Black Planet,
I done had enough MySpaces. I done had some problems with
I'm gonna look
MySpace.
that up.
You probably,
We could probably rule MySpace right now.
yeah, but I mean, MySpace, I was on there like a year or two ago, I ain't gonna lie. And
What the fuck was you looking for?
old pictures.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, I was looking for Tom bitch ass. I was seeing if he's still on there.
Look, now you remember how we started the show. You know that she watches the show. You know what you doing on MySpace.
Nah, she was the one searching that shit up. That was
Until next week, guys, we hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Forgot to say that earlier. Enjoy the holidays. We will see you next week. Peace.